how to find deals, how to structure them, how to negotiate contracts, how to raise capital. Everything you need to know, boom, I created that, and it's my gift to the world. Tremendous fall down. I lost everything, foreclosures, bankruptcies.
So you need to think bigger.
So removing self-limiting beliefs. I think all of us are programmed by the mediocrity of our society. Having said that, I realized that I was dreaming low. I was not dreaming high enough to the capacity. I think when I crossed to $1 billion in assets under management, that to me is a black belt.
Is it that you got lucky, or we all have these opportunities?
I believe that when the student is ready, the mentor will appear. He says, this is exactly what your problem is. You focus on what you don't have. Everybody in your ecosystem is an external brain that gives you those ideas back like a volleyball.
Yes. So what would you say to those that would like to invest, but they just want to do it all by themselves?
A life hack is very simple. Find 1, 2, 5 people who are doing what you want to do.
The biggest business mistake. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I am Rivkin. I have a special guest, very, very special guest, immigrant from Uzbekistan with very little money and a limited English.
30 years ago.
30 years ago, built a commercial real estate portfolio valued over $300 million. And now Rafik Moore focuses on buying distressed retail, industrial and office properties, creating value through development rather than speculation.
That is correct.
Welcome, Rafik Moore.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, this is amazing. So, before you're gonna tell us how you build your $300 million portfolio, tell us who Rafik is. Who was Rafik Moore when he came here?
My name is Rafik. I am a father of 6 children.
My God, he just his wife just had a baby. 6 children.
I'm a husband to Maria Starchuk-Moore. I'm a CEO of Great Capital, our investment company, located in Edina, Minnesota. But I'm also, I just started a value-add network, a investor community, call it an investment club, where I decided to teach young entrepreneurs to do what I do. And initially I wanted to do it just as a matter of helping people, but it created a tremendous opportunity for us to scale our portfolio because all these guys want to partner with me all over the States. So that's been pretty awesome.
So that's how you started the Value Add?
Value Add Network is about a year old now. We started in April of 2025. And but I found and mentored people without it being a proper business. It was just me talking to people, and then I incorporated, started. We have staff. We took a lot of knowledge from my head and put it on a program, like a video program with homework, with workbooks, where over 200 videos. And there's 12 modules. Number 1, how to find deals, how to structure them, how to negotiate contracts, how to raise capital. Everything you need to know, boom, I created that, and it's my gift to the world.
Your gift to the world. So your whole experience over 30 years, you put it all into this course, the program. Fantastic. So then tell me, how did you start this? What inspired you to go into the real estate? Was there like a special moment or you had special mentor? How did it all start?
Well, I came to the United States with a dream. I wanted to accomplish, I wanted to be successful, like everybody else wants to be successful. But I think I consider myself lucky because I did meet a mentor along the way who gave me access to his knowledge, who gave me proximity to his network, to his Rolodex. And I spent a lot of time with him. Now I had a lot of other mentors after, but this one mentor kind of was a significant force in my evolution because he made me believe that I can do bigger things and play at a bigger scale. Now, before I met him, I was a house flipper, I was a mortgage broker, I was a realtor. I did a lot of different things, and during Great Recession, like many people, I basically had tremendous fall down. I lost everything, foreclosures, bankruptcies, you name it. I would never have changed my mentality before I met him. I was just confined to a certain belief. And my belief was that bigger properties are all done by big institutional players, by people with deep pockets or silver spoon-fed rich kids. And I was like, I'm just gonna do a little that's left for us, which is, doing houses and flips in not the greatest areas. And he completely changed it. Said, look, you want to make money, you want to go with the rich people are. So they're not going to want to work with me. I'm like, no. They will work with you.
So you need to think bigger, right?
Think
That's
bigger.
what you say. So then the mindset plays a huge role in this.
Yeah, and the other thing is...
So that was the biggest mindset.
Removing self-limiting beliefs. I think all of us are programmed by the mediocrity of our society, and we all, in the beginning of my career, I just wanted to be in the middle. I wanted to be as good as average people because I came from Russia, with Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
Having said that, I realized that I was dreaming low. I was not dreaming high enough to the capacity. And I'm not that brilliant or genius. I'm just an average guy. I didn't do well in school. I didn't do well in tech like a tests or anything. I'm kind of lazy sometimes. But I realized one thing. It's all about understanding and playing the game.
Yes.
So I know somebody who's really, really good at chess. I know somebody who's really, really good at Monopoly or whatever board games you might have. And to the extent that you learn the rules of the game, learn the rules of engagement, invite other players, you need to achieve mastery, like a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So I received a brown belt. I'm not quite black belt. I think when I cross $1 billion in assets under management, that to me is a black belt.
So that's
Grant Cardone is a black belt.
Yes, so that's next. We actually just came out from Grant Cardone's Real Estate Summit. We spent 2 days there. Okay, so we're going to talk actually about what's next. So then it's fair to say, right? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Absolutely.
So first you need to have the right mentors around you. And I love how Grant also talks about it, right? You're an average of 5 people that you spend your time with.
Absolutely.
So you got blessed and lucky that you had this mentor, and I did meet your mentor, Alex. He is amazing. He's phenomenal. But then tell me this, for someone who is watching us, is it that you got lucky, or we all have these opportunities? Like, what can someone do? Or if they don't have these opportunities, if they are living in these neighborhoods, communities around the people that are not that successful, what would you advise them?
I believe that when the student is ready, the mentor will appear.
When the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
I was always looking to elevate, to get into a bigger thing, but I was always scared, intimidated. I had self-limiting beliefs. And so, am I lucky? Yes, a lot of people are lucky.
So you would say then you changed when your mindset shifted? This is when you saw your mentor? He came to you.
He was uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable. He made me very uncomfortable. He made me I'm doing really well. I'm making $300,000 a year. I think I'm a stud, right? Because
when you met him,
I compared my level of success to coming from a corporate job, making $100 grand, $200 grand a year.
Yeah.
$300 grand a year back then, was a lot of money.
That was a lot of money, yeah.
And so when I asked him,
so when you said uncomfortable, what do you mean he made you uncomfortable?
He says, "What are you doing, wasting your life on some residential homes? It's not an investment. It's not a good investment." Kind of hurt my feelings. And I was like, "Well, it's easy for you to say. You're rich. You got a lot of money. I don't have money." He says, "This is exactly what your problem is. You focus on what you don't have. But guess what? There's a lot of people out there that want to invest in real estate. They don't have time, knowledge. They don't have the experience. And if you learn the subject matter, if you go out there and raise capital, people would love to work with you. There's people out there spending millions and millions of dollars marketing their services to give them your money. Banks, private lenders, hard money institutions. There's companies private equity firms that partner with guys like me. I didn't know that. And so I was like, oh, interesting. So all I need to know is learn. And so I read books, I go to seminars, I talk to him on a weekly basis.
So you started talking to him on a weekly basis?
Literally, we got a deal under contract first. See, that's the other thing. He says, hey, there's a building on 600 Wayzata Boulevard. You should buy it. It's $2 million. It's worth $3 million. I said, how? How is a $2 million building worth $3 million? I've driven by that building. It's on the way to my house. hundreds of times. I passed by it 100 times, not knowing there's $1 million for me until he pointed it out. And the same thing going on with the audience. Most people don't know how to make money. They see other people making a lot of money. They just don't know how it is, and they don't believe it's possible, so they don't even try. So in my case with them, he's like, dude, if you buy it for 2, you'll sell it for 3. I said, how? He says, here, you see that house? You see that apartment development?
Yes.
Those guys paid $1 million an acre. These guys paid $1.2 million an acre. You got 3 acres of land under that building, and the building is slated for development. So somebody's gonna pay you for land. All you gotta do is hold on to it and wait. I was like, okay. And so I bought it for $2 million. I was supposed to buy it with him, but then he bounced 2-3 weeks prior to closing.
So do you think it happened by the accident, or he wanted to teach you a lesson?
No. He was all about it working with me, but then his wife said, oh, why do you want to partner with somebody? You don't have any partners, do it yourself. Ultimately, I'm grateful. I mean, it would be great to receive half the profits anyway and have them. But he gave me all the access. He gave me all the connections. He gave me the playbook. Yeah. And I executed. So ultimately, it was a blessing in disguise. So
it's to think bigger and to see what others. That's what he taught you, right? To see the opportunities.
Ultimately, one of the biggest impacts for you as a person who wants to evolve, the biggest impact is your brain outside of your brain. Let me explain. So there's people around you, right? There's 10 people, 5 people, 20 people, and you talk to them all the time. I want to do this. I want to go there. I want to buy this. I want to have a $100 million portfolio. Everybody in your ecosystem is an external brain that gives you those ideas back like a volleyball.
Yes.
And if you tell somebody, hey, like I used to have a lot of contractors, and Alex has a $100 million portfolio by then. And if I said to somebody, hey, I want to have a $100 million portfolio, all of my friends will say, are you kidding me? Crazy? Get the hell out of here. It's not possible. Go drive Uber or go do construction or whatever it is that everybody does. Because you cannot be above your average common denominator in your ecosystem.
All right, so that's why you need to find someone who is above you.
A life hack is very simple.
Yeah.
Find 1, 2, 5 people who are doing what you want to do. Real estate investments, or crypto investments, or stock, whatever it is you want to do. Find 5 people. Find a club, find a mentorship group, find the community, join the community, learn from them, understand. Ultimately, it's all the same thing. It doesn't require you to be a genius to do this. It's just another set of little skills, like writing a book. I mean, like playing a game, like reading, like, and so once you understand what they do to raise capital, what they do to lease properties, in my case, right, or find deals, it's all fairly simple. But then again, if I meet somebody and I start speaking Russian and they've never heard Russian, I'm like, dude, they're stupid, it's Russian. I can see it, I can understand it. And they're English Americans, or if I talk to Chinese people in English, you gotta learn the language. And so that is where the secret is. Not only do you need to surround yourself, you learn the language, learn the game, and then step-by-step process in how you can get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So that's the
recipe.
Magic. That's the
magic. This is the recipe. Yes.
I'm writing a book now. I'm going to finish hopefully within 3 to 6 months. I'm almost done with the manuscript.
So what's the book about?
I've wanted to call it many times the alchemy of alignments, inner architecture. Ultimately, it's a success book that I talk about psychology, philosophy, and what you need to succeed in life. And especially if you want to succeed in real estate, because that's your specialty.
Yeah, and it's interesting because a lot of people thinking that you need money to make money. But
definitely. You need money to make money. Let me stop you right there. You need money to make money, but it doesn't have to be your money.
Exactly. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Exactly. That's the whole. This is the secret. This is the secret.
You need money to make money, but it doesn't have to be your money. Guess what? Elon Musk, the richest man in the world.
He never put
Guess what?
Money.
He always raises money.
He raises money.
He wants to do Starlink, goes public.
Exactly.
Guess what? And that's the key. People think they need to save, work hard,
you need to,
do it with their own resources.
Yes,
that's where people get really messed up. And then here's the other thing: raising capital in the mind of most people I talk to is equivalent to asking for a favor.
Yeah.
Hey, Ella, please give me $200,000. I want to buy this building. Please, 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 pretty please. Well, nobody wants to be in that position.
Yes,
it's humiliating,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Ella.
Yeah.
And by the way, in my head, I'm a Santa Claus. I'm not a beggar. I'm a give gifts.
Yeah.
Hey, Ella, I got this deal under contract. I'm buying it for $1 million.
Yeah.
If I do XYZ to it, spend $200,000, it's worth $2 million.
Yeah.
I got it locked up. It's exciting. I'm gonna close on it. I'm gonna make $1 million. Would you like half?
Yeah,
Would you like
of
to be
course.
Sure.
Of
How about
course.
this? I do all the work.
Yes.
You provide the capital. We'll
Yes.
partner on it. Now, here's what I'll tell you, Ella, because I want you to trust me. I will not make $1 on that deal until I pay your money back. How about that?
Yeah.
Also,
I love that.
I will not make $1 on that money until we give you 8%
Yeah.
minimum return. It's
Yeah.
called preferred return on your money.
Yeah.
Would you like to invest $200,000 in a deal where my contract states until Ella Rivkin does not get her money back plus 8% of her money, we don't split it in anything.
Yeah.
And that is where you become a customer, not
You become value. You need to bring value. It has to go both ways. Exactly. It has to go both ways. If someone is going to give you money, then you got to provide something in return to them.
Yeah. So it's not a favor. I'm doing you a favor by inviting me, but I have 5 other people that are interested, and so I'm a perpetual capital raising machine.
Yeah.
I'm proud to hit you up already too. Like, hey, by the way, if you want to invest in value add deals, let me know. I'll put you on my list.
Yeah.
And whenever a new opportunity shows up, I'll be happy to send it to you.
Yeah.
Now, here's what happened in the last year. In order for you to do a full analysis, in order for you to create an investor deck, in order for you to do all that shit, it costs money. It costs $5,000 a deck, plus experience, plus understanding, plus, time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to compile everything. Now it's easy. Hey, Claude, please take this OM, analyze $15 triple net rents, $25 for rehab budget. Give me an investor deck breaking down the investment into $100,000 tranches. Give 50-50 GPLP split with 8% pref. Boom.
So you're utilizing
in
AI.
2 minutes, it gives you exactly what you want. And then I'm like, all right, Ella, here is what I got.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, this is brilliant.
That's being resourceful.
Thank
I
you,
love
Claude.
that.
Claude is such a great guy. He's the best friend of mine.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I love Claude. I love ChatGPT. Yeah, like it's being resourceful.
Yeah.
You gotta take advantage of everything that is out there. I absolutely love this. So then it all starts in the beginning. It all starts with your mindset. It's with the mindset.
You gotta believe that's possible.
You gotta believe that it's possible.
And then you gotta go and execute.
Exactly. You gotta go and execute. And that's I love how you mentioned about using other people's money. So the thing is that, like how you just gave an example, right? You asking me for the money. So there's people who have money, but they don't have time.
That's right. A lot of people with money either don't have time or lazy.
Exactly.
Because they're retired.
So, and then if you don't have money, if you're looking to invest, and if you don't have money, but you have time, so this is where the value add comes into the place. So if I have the money, but I don't have the time, so then someone else has the right.
Let me sell you on why you should work with me, Mr. Moneybags. Miss Money, okay? So ultimately,
so you see, we're not just talking here. So you're actually getting
I'm trying to sell you. Okay, so here's how it works, right?
Experience.
So
That's how
you gotta go talk to realtors, talk to lenders, find the property, fix it, manage it, do all that work. And the best case scenario, you make 15% of your money. Yeah. That's best case, and you're working the whole time.
Yeah.
And I say, Ella, how about this? You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You just trust me with this deal. And by the way, deal has to be good. It's all about that target. You gotta go closer to target. You gotta find the deal. I bought a deal with my investor on Friday. 1.275, $1.3 million purchase price. It's an abandoned bus stop. A bus stop, right? 4 acres, 14,000 square foot facility. We bought it for 1.275. I leased that building for $15,000 triple net, which gives me $180,000 of NOI. That's a $2.5 million valuation, by the way, on a 7 cap. And then the guy's like, man, can I buy it? I said, I can't really sell it to you because I just bought it, but I'll give you an option to buy in a year for $2.5 million, give me $300,000 option. So the guy gave me $300,000, okay? So I got the whole thing get up, but I need $400,000 to buy the building. So I said, Ella, would you like to invest? And you're like, what do you need? Oh, well, I got this. I got the property, I got the tenant, I got everything. I need $400,000 for a year to buy it. He can give me $300,000 until 3 to 5 months out, by the way. And Ella most likely will say, if I give you 400,000, how much do I get back? In a year, Bella, you're gonna get $1 million back. How would you like to put $400,000 into a deal
to get $1 million back
and get $1 million back, and then thank you, bottle of champagne, box of chocolates, toast, appreciation? Because guess what? When you're a value-add person, you gotta always deliver more than you promised. And sometimes, if you over-deliver, if you just deliver everything, over-delivering is an emotional element where you appreciate the person who invested with you. And guess what happens? Ella's like, I will not invest with you again. My mentor says, I don't know how you do it, but all of your students, all of your investors are hooked to you like you're some kind of a drug. I'm like, because I pay such good returns. On average, we delivered over 28% return on investment over the last 20 years. On average, that is. Some we did really well, some did with 15, but we always promise 15 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then let me ask you this. So what would you say, right? So we're talking about the value add, we're talking about how you can use other people's money. So what would you say to those that would like to invest, but they just want to do it all by themselves?
Absolutely, no problem. Again, you gotta learn. So there's 4 types of people out there. There's lone wolves. That's what I learned from Greg.
Yeah. That's what he was talking about.
People who want to start out. There is professional, high capital investors that don't have time. What's the 4th one? I don't remember now. Anyhow, if you are one of those guys, if you have a lot of capital but no time to do this, you should partner with guys like us, okay? Because we'll make you money. If you have capital and have time to do it, you gotta come learn the game, because the biggest thing is not to make mistakes. The biggest thing you need to make sure you do is learn the game, bring good players on your game, and eliminate mistakes. Mistakes will happen if you're starting out.
So when you talk about mistakes, what kind of mistakes? What are like the typical?
Buying
give
wrong
us like
assets
3
in the
typical
wrong
mistakes.
areas. Like I bought a hotel, and I was so excited. It was a beautiful empty hotel. I'm like, man, I'm gonna make so much money on it. I bought it. The prior person spent $10 million on it. I bought it for $500,000. Now you cannot lose money in a hotel like this. But I've never done a hotel, and I realized that the hotel is just an operating business. Now, a hotel guy would have done super well with it. Me, not so much.
What do you mean by mistake? You didn't analyze it? You didn't
I analyzed it. I thought, so if I'm a really, really good tennis player, you know, and I'm really good at tennis and stuff, and then I went and played a different game, like soccer. And I'm not a soccer player, I'm a good athlete. And so what happened is I set up systems, I did whatever, but I should have brought in a partner for that deal. And I was exhausted because I made every mistake in the book. And by the time I fixed everything, and I was like, I made a mistake. I didn't put an elevator, and then I had to start everything over like 18 months later. So I'm stuck fixing this damn thing. And then I fixed it up. But then, long story short, the mistake was my over-optimism in understanding the investment and in betting on a thing that's not my core competence. So I should not have done it. Now, another problem I had is Alex told me not to buy it. A small multi-story warehouse building.
Alex is his mentor.
Yeah, Alex, my mentor. He's like, what are you doing? Don't buy it. There's not even any land. I said, no, it's in a hot area of town. There's a lot of ritzy, there's artists and things in there. And I bought it, and it was okay. It took so much time, so much money to fix that property. Bought it for $800,000. Bought it right, but remodeling costs were close to $1.7 million. And COVID hit. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore, so I sold it at a loss too. But long story short, I've done over 150 deals. I lost money on 3 deals. But I've never lost investors' money. When my investors were in that deal and it was not going well, I said, guys, I'm sorry, COVID, this and that and the other. How about this? I'll give you your money back, Ella. I'll give you 8% on your money. That's on me. I apologize. Let me just do this myself. And they're okay. They respected me. And so to this day, thank God, I haven't lost any investors' money. To me, I always got 5-6 deals going on. If I lose a little bit of money on this one, I make it up on the other ones. No big deal.
So what would you say is more valuable, finding a deal, raising capital, or managing assets?
I think the biggest skill that everyone needs to learn, and they can learn from me or they can learn from anybody else, is to identify a good deal from a bad deal. As we're driving down this road.
So the deal is the most important.
Most important thing is the deal. You know why? Because if the deal is good, the capital will be lined up to work with you. Now, second thing, you have to be a person of value and integrity.
Yes.
Most people are sneaky and selfish and egotistical. Not most, I should say, some.
Yeah.
And when they are like that, people feel your energy and it's hard to do it. So one of the things that, and it's not my job to fix people, right? There's all kinds of people out there. But I'll tell you this, if you have humility, if you have respect and consideration, if you have high level of integrity, like what I want to do is...
Well, you showed integrity with these partners when you saw that the deal was not going well.
And so to me, I wear it on my sleeve and I live by a code.
Yeah.
Honor code, right? And all of my partners, all of my investors know it. And every now and then I get screwed by like a bad partner or a guy. And that's okay, I learn, I'm grateful I exit the relationship. But if you are a type of person who exudes integrity, humility, work ethic, all you gotta do is learn the game. As we are driving down the street, right? If I point a finger, I'll say, what do you think about this? Within a 15 to 20 minutes, you should be able to look up data, which is all the buildings, by the way. Every single building in the United States is in the database.
In the database, yeah.
CoStar database.
Yeah.
You look at the database, you understand when they bought it, what kind of debt they have on it, what is the problem, if it's dilapidated, if it's vacant, and what is your maximum value based on the comps in the area.
Yeah.
All those metrics are right there. All you got to do is pull them, analyze them, and then say, oh yeah, this is for this building, max I can offer is 700,000. For this one, I can offer 1.2 million. That skill right there is priceless. And if you take my course in 12 months, my number one goal is to teach you that skill. Why? I want you to go find those deals and send them to me. Now, you don't have to send them to me, but most people do.
Yeah.
And so I am on the mission to train as many people as possible to recognize a good deal from a bad deal. And if they know a good deal from a bad deal, I hope they make it themselves. I want you to make all the money in the world. But if you don't have capital, if you don't have the system, if you don't have it, just call me, and I will pay you a fee, or I'll partner with you, or I will, pay you a commission, or whatever it is that we need to do. That's the secret.
That's the secret. Okay, so tell me, so let's say if someone has 100K today, let's say if you had, as you just started an investment and you had 100K today, what would you do with them?
Are you talking about you being an investor with 100,000 with me? Or are you talking about me wanting to do the deals?
Let's just say you knowing what you know right now and you're starting all over and you have 100K, what would you do?
Well, obviously I'm biased, but what I would do is put that money in a savings account and communicate with some private lenders, with some commercial lenders and banks. Hopefully you deposit it with a small bank, not Wells Fargo, and establish some sort of a pre-approval letter. Now, hard money lenders will give you pre-approval on the fly. They'll say, hey, as long as you meet the metrics, it works. With the bankers, it's a little harder. There's a qualification process, debt to income ratio, all that good stuff. But I would basically get pre-qualified and look for money first. And then I would identify my buy box. I would identify my territory.
So what is buy box for those who don't know?
Buy box is basically what I want to specialize in. If you're starting out, brand new, duplex. I would have you buy a duplex because our biggest housing expense is a housing expense. Now, every single strategy does not work everywhere. Like I don't think duplex is going to work in Miami because it's overpriced. The kind of properties you want to buy, they need to cash flow and generate positive cash flow. However, when you buy the duplex, when you buy these fourplex or whatever properties, all you're doing is learning the game. Don't focus on making too much money on it. Your job is to understand the game. And as you're doing this, you start perpetually raising capital. You go around and tell everybody, hey, my name is so-and-so, I do value-add investments. I always go to events, networking events. I belong to Value Add Network. I go to brokers, and I'm looking for the best deals.
So basically, your goal is just to do this, to get a knowledge, and then to start getting an experience raising the capital.
See, the thing is, it's not the first rodeo for me in coaching. I have made over 40 millionaires already. I'm very proud to say that. All of my mentees, all of my students, not only they do this as a business, but they also have adopted a lot of my values.
So is that how they started?
So I had a Caspian group, my brokerage. Most of my brokers became real estate owners because they applied the same strategies, raising capital, whatever. Brian Scholden is all over the Europe, flies with his family, lives off this cash flow. Sean, Rustam, Tammy, everyone who works on my team, they are in deals, they are partners in deals, and
but the deals that you're doing, this is commercial, this is not residential.
So before I met Alex, I was doing houses, duplexes, multiplexes.
So
I bought a 45-unit apartment building. When I met Alex, he says, "Stop wasting your life. Let's go into industrial."
So then why would someone else start with that? Not do what you're doing?
Well, I guess for me,
to think bigger wouldn't make sense to start thinking bigger right away?
So when I was telling you this, I was talking about my son who is 16 years old. I want him to understand what it takes to get a rental license, to communicate with clients. So, and you need a place to live anyway. Right? So when my son, Alan, is gonna try to get something, I'm like, hey, here, I can be your first investor, by the way. Happy to just find a deal. But if he buys a duplex and finds a place to live, that's the first level. And I want him to go through, because even if you make a mistake on a duplex, you're not gonna lose a lot of money.
So that's
ultimately, if you are established and you have a home and you've done some flips, then obviously take my course, learn the magic of value-add investing, and join a community. You don't have to join our community, by the way, but you should join our community. But there is investment clubs, investor communities
real estate
all over.
community, people that are already doing.
Ella is in a lifetime membership with Grant Cardone. She paid him over a lot of money. I can't even say that. It's scary.
It's well, it's $500,000
She gave him a check for $500,000. This lady right here, crazy, $500,000, and she made her money back 10 times over.
But that's the whole point. They see it, and we just spoke about it. It's to think bigger, and it's interesting concept that you mentioned about, right? Because to write a check for $500,000, right? It's a lot of money. But think about it this way. Everyone wants to be rich. So if you want to be rich, right, and for everyone who is listening, do this kind of exercise. So you want to be rich. How much you want to be making? And the better question to ask is, whatever industry that you are in, if you are business owners, or even if you are investors. So if you want someone to pay you, let's say $500,000 in one shot, are you willing to pay someone else $500,000 in one shot?
Well, you need to have that money first.
No. It's not about. We just spoke about it. It's not about having the money.
I hope they're not going to take somebody else's money and give it to Grant Cardone.
But you can do that too.
No,
that's an investment. It's an investment.
Money. Long story short, I have nothing against. I think Grant Cardone is an amazing guy. I think he's done really well. He built a $5.5 billion portfolio. For me, I'm not doing it for the fees. I'm doing it for the opportunity to help people, opportunity to get deals. So my course, lifetime access to my course is $14.99.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if you come to our mastermind event, I'll even throw this.
So tell us a little bit more about it. So you're doing right now, hopefully we're going to release this video on YouTube before. When is the webinar? It's definitely going to be before the live event. So tell us, when is the webinar?
So I have a webinar tomorrow at 5 p.m. So that's not happening.
So that's not happening.
But we have
you're going to have another one, no?
Andre's coming, by the way, your friend. We have an in-person mastermind event in Minneapolis at my offices. We're going to have 100 people, September 10th, 11th, 12th.
Okay.
Hopefully you're going to speak on stage.
Yes,
and
definitely.
We are going to bring my students who are going to share their stories, their opportunities, their lessons they've learned about the deals they're doing. We're going to talk about AI. Integration of AI into real estate is the best opportunity. We have an AI that looks for properties for you. We've reviewed 500 opportunities which could have taken a gentleman 6 months in a month or a couple of weeks, something crazy like that. And it gives you answers. So we're going to talk about a lot of that. We're going to have private lenders on stage trying to pitch why you should get their money. I have Hannah flying in from Arizona.
I love this.
And
that's the best. You see, using other people's money.
Yeah.
And they want you to use other people's money.
And so ultimately, I want to make as like 1,000 millionaires, but I want to make $100 million guys. Because when I started and I opened a newspaper in 2010, 11, I read a newspaper article about a guy, a developer who passed, and he left his son, who happened to be my age, $100 million portfolio. And I was sitting there sad, and I was like, man, this guy's so lucky. His dad gave him $100 million portfolio and in real estate. And I said, it is my mission. And I thought to myself, I'll be like 85, 90, dying, but I'll have that $100 million built. But because of Alex, I was able to do that in 7 years. And now I can tell you, with everything I have, I have a system. I have a management company, leasing. I got construction management. I got acquisitions.
Yes.
Everything set up for them to learn. I got the capital ready to be deployed. All I need is entrepreneurial energy that goes out there, negotiate deals, finds those opportunities. And so far, deal velocity is through the roof. I got 7 deals under contract, and every deal is better than the next one. So I'm blessed. And I was today on a Zoom call. I'm like, guys, that one is a great deal, but Alex, I have an Alex student. Like, why are you not taking this deal? You making my work harder. Why don't you take the deal?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll take that deal. So I awarded the deal to my students because I want them to win. And my mentor is saying, Rafik, you have so much real estate, 5 million square feet. Why do you need more? You got enough. I was like, I know, you're right. I should stop.
Well,
but let me get to $1 billion and then I'll stop.
Well, right now
it's a sport.
It is. Yes, exactly. It's a sport. It's a spiritual game. Business and making money, real estate. It's all a spiritual game. Yeah. So now let me ask you this. We're gonna do this rapid fire questions. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For a challenge?
Sure.
Okay. So let's do this. The biggest business mistake.
Partnering with a snake. Partnering with the wrong guy was the biggest lesson. I lost my entire business. I had to basically start over. But there, a lot of people will come into your life.
What was the biggest learning lesson that you learned from that? What was the lesson that you learned from it?
So that was the lesson is great because I realized there's people of value.
Yeah.
And I want to surround myself with people of value. And I very quickly want to eliminate people who don't share my values.
Yeah.
I was looking the other way. I knew the guy's kind of a crook with others, but I'm like, hey, I'm making money, who cares? And the problem is that your life is not a checkers, it's a chess game, right? And if you have a crook, if you have a dishonest person working with you and you make money with them on the first deal, natural progression is you double down. Natural progression after the second deal is to quadruple down.
Yeah.
The problem is the snake will always bite you. And if you're stupid enough not to see it, you'll get bitten and the entire deal, the entire business collapses and you gotta start from scratch. Yeah. And so to me, that was my mistake.
And that was the learning lesson.
I learned a lot, and to me now, I'm extremely dialed in into character, into energy. I read people. And if people have those values, they're my people, they're my best friends. If they don't have my values, I don't want to be drama, I don't want to litigious, I don't want to do, I'm like, look, I'm just too busy, bro.
I love that.
You go here, I go there, we just, peace.
I love that. Okay, what was the best investment ever?
The best investment ever, $4 billion.
Wow.
Marrying my wife was the best investment because I got 4 children and I will not trade them for millions of dollars. So Maria is my wife. But in reality, as far as investments, if you're talking about a deal, right? The best deal I did, I made $8 million on one deal with none of my own money. There's a case study on it on my YouTube channel. By the way, if you guys want to learn about my journey and about my stuff, I have a whole YouTube channel that we actually have the same producer.
Yes, we do.
Working on it. So anyhow, but yeah, on one deal, I made $8 million, and it's still it's a property that makes $400,000 a month, $40,000 a month in cash flow.
So if you would like to learn about it, so then check him out. What's the YouTube channel? Your name?
Rafik Moore Investments. Rafik Moore Investments in YouTube.
I love this. Okay, so next, what is your favorite book?
I have a lot of books. I'm a prolific reader. Almanac of Naval Ravikant is one of the books I really like. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Obviously, I've read all of the Kiyosaki's books.
Yes.
But so one of the things about me and my people, I call my millionaire people, we read. We have an internal book club. Audible, books at home, and anytime there's a new book, my guys, I got one, let's go. And then when we read it, we discuss it, we go into details as to why and how we can get value out of the books. You see, any problem, any situation that happened for years, for the past 5,000 years, somebody solved and documented.
Yes.
And to the extent that you open a book, you can so quickly learn from other people's experiences, mistakes, stories. One of the things I love reading is biographies of great people.
Oh yeah, I love that too.
It makes me realize that all of them were just normal guys.
Yes.
And it was this gradual evolution for them to become Ray Dalio, for them to become Benjamin Franklin.
Yes.
Or John D. Rockefeller or Andrew Carnegie.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us what's your favorite morning routine? Just fast. We don't need to go into so many details.
My morning routine is I definitely like to meditate for 20-30 minutes. I do have a sauna and a cold plunge. My best days, I do sauna cold plunge alternation. I also love going to alpha classes at Lifetime Fitness, but having a workout in the morning makes my day. So that's what I like to do. I like to wind down my days with reading for 30 minutes. That's my basically standard procedures, to read or listen to an audible for 30 minutes. It puts me to sleep.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you for sharing. What's one thing Давай.
Ты можешь подъехать дипломат? Ты знаешь, какая? В Голливуде, да, это?
Да.
Да. Недалеко.
Только не отель, а резиденс. Это будет следующее после отеля.
Окей, давай, пока увидимся.
What's one thing successful people never do?
There's a lot of things that we don't want to do. Wasting time is one of the biggest kind of annoyances for me. Like when I watch my kid wasting his life on, TikTok and shit, I'm like, why don't you read something? Why don't you pack your time with productive stuff?
Yeah.
Bad habits. Like I don't like smoking. I don't do weed. Alcohol was kind of a thing, but I don't even do alcohol now. Of course, people are like, well, what kind of fun can you have?
Yeah.
But if you want to be top 1%, in society and achieve tremendous level of success, there's a certain modus of operandi that you got to subscribe to, because otherwise you're going to be an average person. Nothing is wrong with being average, by the way. It's amazing to be average in the United States of America. You make $80,000 a year. Life is good. You're not starved like in China or Russia, although China is not, you don't starve in Russia, in China.
Yes.
But there's a certain thing, and in my book, I'm writing about like my mastermind. I got 6 people in my mastermind. Every one of these guys has a 150 plus portfolio of real estate.
Yeah.
And we get together for skiing, and I noticed a pattern. We all like the same. We all read books. We all go to seminars. We all spend a lot of money on masterminds and education because we want to upgrade our circle. We all into health and wellness. We all about giving and contribution and doing donations. Like it's weird. Donations is a big part of how, because we're so grateful. Yeah. Or maybe I just found all these friends because they represent how I operate.
Well, like we attract to ourselves what we actually represent, that's the value. So that's how we got attracted to each other as well.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. So tell me, what do you think is the biggest lie about the real estate?
Biggest lie about commercial real estate or real estate in general.
About real estate in general.
Is that, well, I think that people, me personally, and many people that I met, feel like they need to work really, really, really hard, save a lot of money, and then invest. They have this perception that investment is a game of work, savings, and really growing your pot that way. And that is a biggest misconception, unfortunately. And most people are scared of rejection. It's natural because it's survival instinct, but that's where ultimately the answer is because there's a lot of people with money now, not as many as without money, but there's a lot of people with money who want to do deals but don't necessarily want to be involved. And if I had to change one belief in every single person's mind that works with me, that studies with me, that learns my product, is that there's people out there looking for you. They're looking to give you their money. The question is, are you worthy of their trust? Are you worthy? Are you competent? Are you dialed in? Are you like, you have relationships? And that's what I do. I prepare you for that conversation. And when you go out there and you're like, hey, Mr. Investor, I want to do XYZ, and I'm with Rafik with Value Add Network, they'll say, oh, if you're with that guy, boom, I'll work with you. I'll give you the money.
Yeah. Well, and you gotta, and this is where it all comes into investing into yourself. You gotta invest in your mindset, self-development, invest in knowing obviously the real estate, all the numbers, but then also the biggest skill is how to sell.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, Grant Cardone has an amazing book. It's called Sell or Be Sold.
Yeah, I've read that book.
So if you're not selling, then someone else is selling to you.
Why they should buy from you?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
No, he's definitely.
And the biggest sale, here's another thing that I learned, that the first biggest sale that you have to make is the sale to yourself.
You gotta believe, you gotta sell the dream to yourself.
Exactly.
And I think that's the biggest part. And so when people meet me, right?
Yeah.
And they're guys like me from, different countries, Mexicans, Russians, you name it. They're like, wow, if it's possible for him, maybe it's possible for me. And I'm very open. I'm very I embrace them. I give them hugs. I'm like, guys, it's not. And I live in this extraordinary world with private jets, with freaking, all the beauty of the.
Jet?
Huh?
You flew in on the private jet?
No, I don't. I don't fly in a private jet to Minneapolis. I'm not Grant Cardone yet. How about that? It costs $30,000 to fly here. I do fly on our private jet around the to visit our properties.
Got it.
But long story short, I know how hard it is to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
I know how hard it is to be living commission to commission. And if there's one impact I want to have in this life before I go, I want to activate as many people as possible into believing in what's possible and acquiring at least 1, 2, or 5 properties so they can improve their lives and live in that extraordinary realm.
Yeah.
Because it's possible for everyone, provided you have the belief, provided you believe that it's possible for someone like you. And
then just keep believing.
Yeah, it's not so
keep
fun
believing.
to get somebody with $10 million to $100 million. It's easy. But to get somebody with $80,000 and stuck in a job and can't get and really get them to think differently.
Yeah. That's the magic. Big. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So my life motto is, it's all in your hands. What does it mean for you? It's all in your hands.
Yeah, well, you are in charge of your own destiny. You are an actor. You are the main character of the movie that you not only act, but you project. You are the director and the actor at the same time. But most people live in this victim mentality, thinking that they are where they are because of the taxes, because of the Republicans or the Democrats, or because the laws, or because everybody's took over all the properties.
Yeah.
That's the wrong victim mentality. Is not going to get you anywhere. Yeah. So you got to graduate to a next level of evolution, and that is to be a rainmaker, to go out there and make it happen. Well, how do you do that? You got to find other rainmakers and copy what they do. Yeah. Learn their patterns.
Yeah. Follow successful
people. Yeah. And then that energy is contagious.
Yeah. Success leaves clues. Yeah. Yeah.
I came here to Grant Cardone for one thing: to sit there. I mean, he can't teach me anything that I don't know as far as, but the volume of transaction he does is just next level.
Yeah.
But I'm mainly here he's like a battery for me. I draw his energy.
Yes.
I'm like, man. It definitely,
I love that.
It makes me...
You said when not to play the victim, So you have your mentor Tony Robbins as well.
Yes.
I have Tony Robbins, I have Grant Cardone. So I love the saying that Tony says, things not happening to you, things happening for you.
For you, yeah.
And then Grant Cardone says, the things happening because of you.
Because of you, that's
so
right.
now if you combine it together, things happening for you because of you.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, where this whole success starts playing, in your life. And as you mentioned, the whole life, it's a game. It's a play. It's a game.
Stop
and
taking yourself so seriously. There's no you're not gonna get out of it alive. So why don't we make the best of it and help as many people as possible on the way?
Yes, I love that. Okay, so last words of wisdom before we end. For those that are listening, definitely, guys, September 10th to 12th.
12th. You can find a link on my social media or just DM me.
I wanted to register. This link didn't work today.
Yeah.
So just for your...
I will send you a new one. Yeah.
You have a new link? Okay, we're gonna put the link down there so you can definitely register.
Yeah.
And what would be the last words of wisdom that you would like to share?
Stop thinking of your success of your life as a single player game. Stop thinking it's you against the world. Stop thinking that everyone is working against you. What you need to think is that the universe is conspiring to help you. The universe, all the people around you, there are people out there that genuinely want you to win. Like I want you to win, like she wants you to win.
Yes.
And when you start believing that, right, and you go out there, you will seek out the stimuli that will substantiate that belief. If you think that the world is against you, if you think the world is a nasty place, all you're gonna do is find the proof, confirmation bias, and substantiate that, and then you'll never go anywhere. Yeah. So I'd much rather be a optimist and be wrong than be pessimist and be right.
I love that.
And so what happens is, like, when it comes to real estate, it's not me trying to buy that building and make $1 million. It's about me helping us make $1 million in that building. So I always think like that. So if I have 5, 10, 20 guys that have capital and I get out there and I want to find a deal, I'm not working for me anymore. It's not me against the world. It's me and Ella working on making that $1 million, improving that property. And to the extent I'm a good sales guy, to the extent that she believes my values and stuff, everybody will bet on you once. Whether they'll come back and work with you again is you choose that, right? People give you a chance. I mean, Alec gave me a chance. People give you a chance.
Take the chances. Take the chances.
Yeah, so that's
take the chance. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. Dream big, believe in your dreams, take massive actions, and remember, guys, financial freedom is all in your hands.